Alright, this step of the process is vital because this is what makes your websites go live. So basically, this is what's going to get your squeeze page, your sales page, and everything else you have set up. It's going to make it go live on the server. So to do this, you need what's called an FTP client. And a great one that I love to use is called FileZilla, that is absolutely free. So you can just go to Google and type in FileZilla into Google. So go ahead and type that in. And when you go to their site, you could click on this download link, or you could actually just click inside FileZilla and download it. And once FileZilla has downloaded, what you're going to want to do is go right on over and follow the instructions to open it up. And I'm just going to open it up on my computer here so you can see how to work it. So inside FileZilla, this is what it's going to look like. When it's your first time here, I recommend that you come right over here to where it says Open Site Manager, and I highly recommend that you click on New Site and you put in your information. So you put in, what your website domain name is, so the main site that your hosting company's given you, and then you want to go to Logon Type and you want to select Normal. You want to put in the username and password that you have to get access to like your cPanel account. So that's what I would recommend you do. Otherwise, you could put in your host name, which is going to be your main domain name, and then the username and password that your hosting account gave you. And your hosting company can help you get access to this information if you have problems. Now over here on the screen here, you've got two things to worry about. The left hand side is your computer, the right hand side is your hosting company. So let me say that one more time. Left hand side right here, this is your computer. Right hand side is your hosting company. So you want to upload the files from your computer to the hosting company. So what I like to do first is I like to navigate on the computer. Again, if you've ever attached an email, if you've ever attached a file to an email, it's the same process. You're just browsing through your computer through all the files and folders. So I'm just going to go to the files and folders that I'm working with here, and we're going to go ahead and upload them. So let's just pull this open here. Okay, so I'm just going to pull the file open here. So let me pull that up here so we have something to work off of. Okay, so it looks like we've got something here to work with. Okay, so inside this folder, what we're going to be uploading is the squeeze page documents first. You would just want to go to squeeze page and go to website files. And you want to make sure you follow the instructions I'm giving you for installing this. So I'm going to go right over here and I'm going to pull down. So when you first log in there, you can just click right here. And if you've set up your accounts, you can just click on that and they will open up. Now on the right hand side, in most cases, and in your case this is going to be true if you have used HostGator or Bluehost that we recommend, or most of the other hosting companies, you're going to look for public HTML. Public HTML. And once you find public HTML, if you have more than one domain name, you're going to find different folders that represent separate domain names that you have. Now every single one of these doesn't necessarily mean it's an actual website, but basically it's going to stick your individual websites into separate folders in most cases. So if your domain name is the main domain on the account, you're not going to have any folders to worry about. Now the domain I'm using, because I have a lot of domains on this account, is the Make Money Online Fast Now. So I'm just going to double click on that. Now inside here that you might find files that look like this, says 404, all this kind of stuff. Those pages are fine for now. I would just leave them there. Basically they're set up to tell people about error messages and things like that. Now you could go in and modify those pages later, but for this example you don't need to do that. So what I would do here is I would grab all these files. You can highlight all these files, or you could upload them one at a time by right clicking and choosing upload. That's another option, but I personally like to do it the fast way, which is to highlight all of them by clicking and then dragging up, or you could just hit the control key and the letter A, and then right click and choose upload. It'll take just a moment to upload everything. Okay, so now everything is uploaded from that folder, so we're on the right track here. Now the next thing you want to upload is you want to go over to the website, let's see, to the sales page. So the OTO sales page. So we're going to go right on over here to where it says OTO sales page. And you don't want to upload everything because you want to keep the image folder intact. So you want to upload, so keep the image folder just like it is and don't do anything with it yet. But you want to grab all these other files, right click, and choose upload on them. So that'll take just a moment. And on the images folder, you want to double click and open it up, and then you want to come right over here and double click and open up this images folder. And what you want to do is highlight this. Now in most cases, actually you don't need to worry about that images folder. I apologize for that, because there's all the exact same files are right on in there. So you can notice by comparing them that we've got the exact same files on here, so nothing to worry about there. So basically what you're going to do next is it's time to upload the individual files. And you want to upload everything to the root folder. So you want to upload everything to the root folder. Now if you do decide that you want to change them to a different directory, you can come right over here on the server, right click and choose create directory, and then just type it in, so sample, and then hit OK. And then you would just double click and then upload the files to that specific directory. But if I were you, I would kind of structure this how I'm showing you right now, and then you can always change it later if you want to, but there's really, it's not 100% necessary. So what I'm going to do next here is go ahead and we're going to go ahead and pull up the actual files themselves. So the next thing you want to do is you want to go over to the sample, or excuse me, to your the files that you've downloaded, which is going to be the video files. So you notice here I've got 3 sample video files, and you just want to upload, each one of those. You're going to want to have them in like a zip format, and then all you want to do is just right click and upload these ones straight to the server, straight to that directory, because what's happened is I've set this up so that every single folder, the way you pulled them down from our server, you pulled them down in zip files. As long as you downloaded them how we gave them to you, you can just upload them straight up there, and as long as you put them in the main directory, those files will be able to be pulled when people go to your download pages. So it's very important that you followed those instructions. And you want to put all these files, even with the private label rights video set that you have. So you have private label rights to 30 videos plus private label rights to the squeeze page videos. So you want to put all these videos into the same file. So just so you see how to upload one of these videos, every other one's going to be the exact same. You just want to right click and upload, although yours is going to be a zip file to make that work. So that's how you want to make this thing function to get your website up there.